When it is a tulsi leaf, it is a prasada. Vibhuti is prasada. Kumkumam is prasada. A child is a prasada. Home is a prasada. A house is a prasada. This body itself is a prasada. That is why some people are called prasads. Everybody is a prasada. In terms of the body, it is a prasada, given. Who made it? It's all Ishvara. According to the laws. Is there any prasad here? Nobody is here, prasad? No? And therefore what I say, this coming from that very fact, we have an attitude towards money, towards knowledge, towards the world, towards the people. We are grateful. There's nothing to be proud. And I'm a contributor, not a consumer. And I take what comes as prasada and I learn from it. I keep going. I am not afraid because I am not a failure. I am a doer. You understand the difference? If that is your attitude, you won't have this problem of procrastination. This is what I want to say. Procrastination is, I will do tomorrow. You've got a big table and there are drawers, especially when you are an executive, employed executive. There are more drawers. If you are the owner executive, you have less drawers. So if you are an employee, then more drawers. Why? Because there are about 8 files with the tongues and all that. You take the file. What is there? No. Oh, this I have to consult other files. Second one. Oh, this I have to talk to the big boss. Another one. This, because this is too complex, too much read. How many pages to read? Okay, we'll see later. Another one. This is just an inquiry. You can easily write. Dictate. Dictate, because today's job you have to do something. So just dictate. Easy. Then this is something to do with the personal. Means you have to make a hard decision. And that is very difficult, and therefore let us keep it here. Postpone. And this one, these accounts, I don't like accounts. Keep everything here. It's already time for tea. Then, at the end of the day, 2 files went out, 6 files came here. And then, next day, they are kept there. There is an attender, that is his job. And he puts all the 6 files here. And again today, they are looking at you. And therefore, you keep them here, again the same thing. You have to do the same thing. Therefore, what you do, it is irritating. It's insulting you also, teasing you, and making you feel as incompetent. And therefore, what do? You push them in the drawers. That's why they are provided drawers. And perisha vera irukum. Very executive irukradhunala periya file, perisha ellathiyum ulla potru. Then the table is clean. You feel good. You feel temporarily good. But these files that are inside, they are also inside. Because you know they are there. Therefore they travel with you. Every day they travel with you without traveling. So they travel with you. And then one fine morning, you decide to finish all of them. You pull them out. Some of them are too late to finish. And you just somehow finish overnight. You sit there and finish it. After finishing what? You feel relieved. A great load has come off your chest. Why? Why, sir? Why? Why you feel the load has come off? Because it was all there, traveling with you. This is how one gets heart attack, you understand? And therefore, all these loads were there, unnecessary. We don't need to carry all these loads. Therefore, the best principle is I have to decide I'm not going to be a Dirgha Sutri. In the Gita, all I'm talking is Gita from the Gita. I'm not going to be a Dirgha Sutri. Dirgha Sutri means procrastinator. So how to do that? Prioritize. Here. Now, unless it is urgent, the simple thing is not done. The most difficult thing is done first. Like, it is very difficult to decide. Unless I need further data. Therefore, I make a prudent postponement. Postponement is not procrastination. Postponement is prudent sometimes. You have to postpone. Because for want of better data, for want of better mood also. You are angry now, therefore all right, for want of better mood, okay, you postpone. You are allowed to postpone. Postponement is done deliberately. I am not in a good mood now to decide. I will decide later. In anger, you dictate a letter and afterwards you don't post it. You keep it. These days that is not possible. It's all email. फटाफट चले जाता है. Therefore you have to be careful. I will post it later. I will send it later. You can dictate the letter. You will send it later. Hold on. Tomorrow, do you read again? Will you write now the same thing? Then send it. If you won't write it, don't send it. Then rewrite it. That is called postponement. Procrastination is different. No reason. Because it's heavy. It's difficult. It's painful. So the painful is done first. The difficult is done next. What I don't like, that also done. Neither difficult nor painful, I don't like accounts. That is done. It has to be done, it is done. Then the simple ones done later. Unless the simple ones are urgent, please. Like a birthday greetings. Simple one, but it is to be done. You can't postpone that. Postpone that. And therefore, so this is a policy. I will do the difficult first. We have learnt in our time management while giving exams. We learn to do the easy questions first, mark yielding questions first, And then difficult questions. There are no difficult questions. I don't know, therefore they are difficult. And therefore those difficult questions later, so that we can get some marks. That is time management to the maximum benefit. But here it is not time management. It is management. We have to do it. What you have got to do it. Unless it is to be done. Urgent, today it has to go, then it's do it. Whether it is simple or it is hard, you do it. So this particular, if you begin doing this, I'm going to do the difficult first. No one begin doing the difficult first. Then you will find you got only a few pleasant things to do tomorrow. All the difficult things you have got them out of your way. The most intelligent way of handling your various jobs. Procrastination causes relationships, causes damage to marriage. Procrastination. You don't procrastinate. I told this to a group of people. One fellow says, I am going to practice this from next week. So, understand now? And therefore, procrastination doesn't pay. It destroys. The whole organization it destroys. Especially, either you procrastinate or your deputies or whoever works for you at every level, no procrastination. You have to take the message to the last person. No procrastination. You have to explain to them what is procrastination. Tell them, do the difficult thing first. The painful thing first. Difficult thing second. And everything else later. Unless it is urgent. Tell them all. Have a meeting and tell them, this is what we learnt in a seminar. You tell. That will bring about a change. One more thing I would like to tell you. A team is working for you. Why should they work for you? These are days of headhunting. Old days are gone. You also, previously we never used to send them away. Now they will go away. They had certain fidelity and all that. Now you hire and fire. They also fire you now. Allow themselves to be hired by somebody. And there are headhunters sitting with good names, whatever. They say that we are providers of employment or whatever. Positions we give, place them. Placement people. They are headhunters. What they do, so you have to tell the job description. What is the type of person I want? I want this type of person. Okay? We will give you. Then they will go to the competitor, your competitor. And there is a fellow there with enough experience. And then he will ask a question. So, how are you? Do you want to have a shift in your job? You may also get calls like that. So, the change of job, and everybody wants to know what is my worth always. Whether there is anything, even though he is satisfied, he is at home, everything is okay, but want to know. That is why none of the executives, none of them stops reading these wanted columns and big advertisements. Even though the fellow is past all the hills, he has passed over, but still you will be looking for. you know. Why? Even some sadhus read. just to find out what I might have got. And therefore, headhunters are there, they say, well, so we have got a job for you. Oh, job? Yeah. What do you expect? Suppose you simply just to find out, you will say, I'll be available perhaps if you give me this. Sure. We can look into that. This fellow loses all his sleep. And that is the problem. These are the days of headhunters. They have to work for you. And therefore, better to keep the team with you. One way of keeping the team with you is to share what you have, the vision, the long-term goal, short-term goals, what you have, share. Share with them. Keep the team with you. Don't write in your newsletter. So every company has got a newsletter, home newsletter. Nobody reads that. Only the housewives, they read and then they also look for the pictures, some photographs. That is what they do. But that is an inevitable thing. You have to have it and you should have it. You have it. You have to write something there, you write also. Or your secretary writes, you sign. So, but then you have no, that doesn't carry what you want to say. You should assume that it doesn't exist. You have not communicated anything to anybody. That's how you should talk to them. Monthly once you talk to them. Ask them also in turn to talk. If you have got a cadre, you must make sure the news goes to the last person. Everybody is there. This is a very important thing because when in all the stone temples, somewhere I read, in this Brigadishwara temple, where there is no stones available, Tanjore district, there is no rock anywhere, no stone. It's a delta. They have to go 30 miles, 40 miles to get some kind of a sea rock, sea hill. They brought it from different places. Huge stones. The whole tower, Vimana, is made of stone. And that was done by thousands of people, quarrying, bringing them, dressing them, and every stone they used to mark. They didn't have even chalk. Some of these stones and this soap stone, and with that they used to mark on the stone. It goes here, it goes there. They used to mark. They would put some indication where it goes. Then they will give jobs to these people. Different thousands of people are dressing the stone. Different sizes, different things. And then they are told, this goes here. Then everybody knows not only that he is building a temple, he knows that what is he doing? He is doing a stone that is going to fit in there. He gets involved. All the people, all the hands and legs are together. The mind is together. Everybody is committed to build a temple. Like this, you have to inform all the people what you want to accomplish. What are your short-term goals, long-term goals? Share with them and they will work for you. One more thing. When somebody writes a leave letter, I have a back problem. Back problem means it may be true, it may not be true. No doctor can say you have no back problem. And so, no problem, no doctor can say that. And therefore, if you have a back problem, you have a back problem. And so this, suppose you take, say, MRI, and then there is nothing, everything seems to be okay. Then the doctor will say, everything seems to be okay. So if you take rest, I think it should be okay. So why should I take rest when everything is okay? Because he himself doesn't know why he has got a back problem. Nobody knows back problem. He may have a back problem. And therefore, so he comes after 2 days, he comes to the office. What will you assume that this fellow has bluffed? This assumption is wrong. And if he has a back problem, you ask him, how are you? How is your back today? Just ask him. Even if you think that he has bluffed, he went somewhere else. He went to Tiruvannamalai and came back. And in this jalopy of a car, he went to Tiruvannamalai. If he has a back problem, if he didn't have one, he will have one. And therefore, you know that. Ask him. Don't ask, why did you tell a lie? Next time you won't tell. You tell him, how is your back now? Is it okay? Let him be careful next time. Care. When somebody has got something to tell you, this is an important thing too. And somebody says he wants to tell you, and he comes, then you know exactly what he is going to tell. This happens at home also. And she wants to talk to you. You come there with a backache. So today I'm not in a mood to. Some excuse. Because you know exactly what she's going to tell. She's going to talk about your mother. And you can't do anything about it. And why don't you tell her?